Toronto FC have signed a new designated player. Pablo Piatti is a 30-year-old Argentinian left winger who has spent his last 4 years with Espanyol in the Spanish La Liga. He's a small creative player and as a winger fits right into a position of weakness from Greg Vanney's squad last year. Of course, last season Greg Vanney decided he wanted to play a formation that included wingers. Toronto FC going into the season did not have very many wingers. We brought in Gallardo and Benezet at the summer transfer window, and while Benezet had his moments, those two really didn't pan out. Benezet has since left Toronto FC. Gallardo is still here, but it's unclear how much playtime he's going to get. And now we have Pablo Piatti to fill in for Benezet's left wing position and give us a true, talented, creative left winger. Since Michael Bradley signed his new targeted allocation money deal, opening up a third designated player spot for Toronto FC, there has been a lot of speculation as to what TFC was going to get to fill this designated player spot. It was known that TFC's two biggest spots of weakness in their lineup were on the wings and at striker, with Altidore being often injured and them not having very many natural wingers and having to play Pozuelo, Osorio, and Tsubasa Endo at wing positions for much of last season, even though all three of those players are more better suited to a central attacking midfield role. So Pablo Piatti checks off many boxes that TFC was looking for in a designated player. Argentinian, as we were looking around Argentina for designated players, I think we were looking there for younger designated players. He's a veteran player who has years of experience playing in Europe's top leagues, and he's an offensive skilled player, another setup guy who, if Jozy Altidore is healthy, is going to do miles towards setting Jozy up to potentially have a fantastic season. But as far as a designated player signing goes, I'm not sure this is it. Piatti has been in La Liga for the past 10 seasons, and while he has had some very solid offensive performances, most notably 10 goals in 30 games in 2016-17 for Espanyol, he hasn't really been a consistent offensive threat in Spain, jumping between having seasons of between 7 to 10 goals and then having seasons with 1 or 2 goals on the year. And since 2016-17, when he scored 10 goals, he has only scored 3 times in 53 league appearances for Espanyol. In addition, he is quite injury prone. He's played less than 25 games in 4 of the past 7 seasons in La Liga, and has never played more than 30 games in a year. At 30 years of age, a guy who was never really healthy in his prime isn't the most calming influence on a fan base, and it is quite alarming that he has had so many injury problems in the past, especially now that he's on the wrong side of 30. And while Sebastian Giovinco proved that size doesn't matter in MLS to be a superstar, Pablo Piatti is 5'4", the same as Giovinco, and MLS is known to be a tough physical league. So an older, injury-prone guy on the small side, there's a little bit of concern there if he's going to be able to consistently feature in Toronto FC's lineup, or if he is going to go down with injury and miss much of the season, which has been a major problem for TFC recently, with a lot of key players going down and missing significant time. Well, Piatti has, in his career, been called up to the Argentinian national team. He only has had 1 appearance, and that was back in 2011. And, well, that could probably mostly be attributed to the fact that Argentina has one of the deepest forward attacking groups in the world out of any national team. It kind of shows that, well, he is a very good player, he is not a world-class player, and, well, it's rare for world-class talents from national teams like Argentina or major European national teams to come and play in MLS. It has been done before. And even in the case of Giovinco had over 20 appearances for Italy before he came to Toronto. And yes, comparing Pablo Piatti to the best player Toronto FC's ever had isn't a fair comparison. We never replaced Giovinco with a player on the level that Giovinco was. Yes, Alejandro Pozuelo is very good, and I have no doubt that Pablo Piatti is going to be a very good player in MLS. I feel like right now Toronto FC lacks an elite designated player, and I think Pablo Piatti is not the solution to that problem. Also to note, with TFC signing Piatti as our new designated player, we're still in the market for a secondary striker behind Jozy Altidore, because right now I still don't think Patrick Mullins does it as the backup striker, especially with Jozy Altidore's injury history. Although with this move, it seems like Greg Vanney is set again to continue playing the 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 formation that he was playing near the end of last season. So for the time being, Toronto FC only needs one starting striker, and if Jozy Altidore can stay healthy, I see him set up right now to have an absolutely explosive season. He's going to have Alejandro Pozuelo setting it up from the center attacking midfield, and then he's going to have Pablo Piatti setting it up from the wing. You have two elite designated player setup guys to feed Jozy Altidore balls all season, and Jozy has potential to have the best season of his career in MLS if he just stays healthy this year, and if Piatti and Pozuelo can stay healthy. With Piatti slotting in at the left wing, I can see TFC again playing a 4-2-3-1. The midfield would likely consist of Piatti on the left, Pozuelo in a center attacking role, and then you have an Endo or a De Leon or an Osorio or even Gallardo playing the right wing. And then in the back two midfielders, you're probably going to go with Liam Fraser until Michael Bradley comes back, and then a Marky Delgado or Jonathan Osorio, and have him more of a pushing forward fourth midfielder. Lots of options for TFC in the midfield. They have a lot of very talented attacking midfield options, so it's very interesting to see what exactly they're going to do with all those players, especially given now that two of the more attacking midfield, attacking forward slots are taken up by designated players. It's going to be really interesting to see where these allocation money players slot in. So in conclusion, I am very happy that Toronto FC has gone out and gotten a new attacking designated player. I'm not convinced that Pablo Piatti is the missing piece to push Toronto FC over the top and would have been the difference maker in their finals run last year, but he makes this team a lot more dangerous going forward. I think they still need to get a secondary striker behind Jozy Altidore, because what they have behind him right now is not enough unless any of the young guys from the academy can just really step up and come out as a fantastic option. But given Toronto FC's history of the academy, I don't really see that happening. But as far as moves for TFC left to make this season, I think you're looking at maybe one more backup striker, potentially another left back, and then you're set for a potential Supporters Shield MLS Cup run. This is a very, very good Toronto FC team, and I don't see the likes of Atlanta United, Inter Miami, LA Galaxy, LAFC being that much better than us. So hopefully this team can recapture some of that 2017 magic. I think this is probably the best lineup we've had since the 2017 Supporters Shield run. I know on paper 2018 was probably better, but 2018 was a train wreck and I choose to ignore it. So I think this Toronto FC team has so much potential, can make a lot of noise. I'm just not quite sure that Piatti was enough. That does it for this video. Tell me what you think about this signing in the comments. If you liked it, hit like. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, link is down below in the description, and I will see you next time.